This Karmelo Anthony footage was doctored, edited poorly at that. When you watch it in reverse, you see people, forward and reverse, you see people popping out of nowhere. People magically running to garbage cans, putting things in garbage cans. Other scenes, you see the garbage can on the ground all of a sudden, right? You see somebody walking and picking up the garbage can. Did someone put something in the garbage can? Why is the garbage can on the ground? Why are people disappearing? Even in the scuffle between Austin and Karmelo, it seems as if Austin just vanishes in the thin air. You see Karmelo pop up out the tent. Did they chroma key and mask people out of it? Because Karmelo probably was really being chased, as they said. Or maybe people were really trying to put hands on him. Were we all bamboozled? Were we all hoodwinked? This is what this video is about. We are going to get into that right now. Salute to everybody. Make sure you're dropping a like. Make sure you subscribe to On Go and make sure you hit the notification bells. Let's press play. Watch this, y'all. And this is coming from Donut POV. Randomly. Look, 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 look. Somebody's walking around invisible. Look. Invisible. Look at this. Insanity. Walking around invisible.
Karmelo Anthony video played backwards. The video is tampered with and edited.
You see, when playing it backwards, it seems altered. One woman talked about the awning. You see the awning that's on the top of this right here, the awning on the tent. The tent is automatically folded in now. It seemed like they've edited so much that they've edited the people in there. They've deleted the awning. This is supposed to be all brown. You see the brown flap that comes over the tent? It's supposed to go all the way through to the other corner, the other side of the tent. Why is that gone? Why is that gone? But I want you to look carefully at this altercation, this back and forth. It kind of looks like Karmelo's head goes back as well, right? Could have been hit, right? But besides that, let's look at what we thought was Austin and what we think is Austin. Look at this and what we think is Austin. Just look at this. It's a back and forth that he disappears. It's a back and forth and then Austin disappears. It's a back and forth and then Austin disappears. I'm going to show you that a little more clearly. Don't worry about it. We're going to get exactly right to where that is. But I do want to get into a couple of more videos and we're going to get right back into that clearly and break it down. And we're going to show you exactly how Austin disappears and how it was edited out.
Footage seems doctored, just like the Kaneka Jenkins footage. Why does the screen flash at the exact moment Karmelo leaves the tent? And why does Karmelo seem to teleport outside of the tent? This Karmelo Anthony footage seems doctored, just like the Kaneka Jenkins footage.
See it?
Why does the screen flash at the exact moment Karmelo leaves the tent? And why does Karmelo seem to teleport outside of the tent? This Karmelo.
This could be a major reason of why they didn't want this footage out. People that could go and see it for themselves and watch it, you may not see all of these connections unless you are a person that are like a forensic analyzer, you analyze videos or something like that, or you're an editor, one of these kinds of people. Maybe you could pick up on telltale signs that a video has been edited. But if you're a normal Joe, a regular person like you and me, then we won't see these things. But one thing about the internet is we know that the internet never fails and the internet never loses. And someone always sees something that you don't see. You see what I'm saying? So it's so many things going on. We got to get into, let's get into the Austin thing. Let's get into the garbage cans and all of these different things. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, before we get there, we got people randomly appearing out of nowhere. Look over here. Also looks like a line here, like something's been masked here. There's a line right where you see the word real, right where you see the pound sign on the free Karmelo. Look under the 357. It's like it looked like a haze there, because automatically the videos went from 4K footage. We were told, right, in court that the videos are 4K, but then we watched the video and then the video is very grainy. And now we can't see what's going on under that tent, but we can see everything else in 4K. Doesn't that seem suspicious, right? All of a sudden we got VHS quality. It's crazy. So now look at what's going on, all right? There's no one here next to the reels, underneath the reels, next to the pound sign, right? Following that same thread, that same line under the numbers 357. Look. Look. Randomly, a person pops up. Randomly pops up. Look. Randomly pops up out of thin air. Look. These are things we're not seeing. These are the things that we're not seeing. We have to open our eyes and look at this footage again before we start calling everybody names and we're dissing each other for no reason. Let's really look at this footage. Let's look at this footage. Look at this guy. When Karmelo runs, this kid runs and goes to the garbage can. He pushed off the can. For what? It looked like he was chasing Karmelo, right? He ran and threw something in the garbage can. I'm going to show you another video where this garbage can, or miraculously now, is on the ground, and it seems like a big figure, could be a coach or somebody like that. I don't know, because sometimes some students are big too as well. They go to it and lift it up off the ground, and we see that it's a garbage can that they're lifting off the ground, right exactly there. What happened? You just ran after Karmelo and threw something in the garbage, or just pushed off the garbage can mysteriously. You see how Karmelo was running like he was getting up out of there? People was on his bumper. They was running after him. It seems that way. It seems that they were all chroma keyed or masked out of the footage. That's why you seem so awkward how he just pops up out the tent and everybody's talking about he got up out of there quick. So he could have left when he was ready to leave, but he was being surrounded, okay? Maybe even possibly being hit, and we cannot see it because the footage has been altered, allegedly. We have to go here, all right? So let's go into that garbage can as well, it being on the floor, and Austin Metcalf just breaking apart in the thin air. It go push, 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 and Austin just breaks up in the thin air. Craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. So much to show you, y'all, so much to show you. Listen, okay, we're going to get into the Austin. I'm going to show you. I'm not a liar. But listen to this woman right here. She is the one who her father makes tents and awnings for years. So she's the one that discovered the funny thing about the awning and how it's folded in the middle. It's supposed to have one whole flap that comes down. It's supposed to be brown with yellow in it, but now it's folded up. Seems like when they edited it. Listen.
As I'm making this video, I'm actually noticing how sloppy of an editing job this is. Look, right here. Right here, I can see it now. That is where the edge of the tent was, which makes sense from where I say that I think the pole most likely is. Like, all of this has been digitally altered. This definitely has been digitally altered. And so the video we should be asking for is the one that is not digitally altered. The original video. Like, literally, as I'm making this video, I'm actually noticing how sloppy of an editing job this is.
Think about that. There's supposed to be a pole here. How does this not stand up with a pole on the corner? They had to edit out people and kids and everything that they edit out so badly and poorly that they actually, right behind the security guy, the circle, this security guy, there's no pole on the corner. What's holding up the tent on the corner? Right? Usually a tent has 4 or 6 prongs, right? 6 sticks that come down to the ground, right? The 2 middle ones for stability, the corner ones to hold it up, to stand it up, right? Like when you build in cards, like a card house. You need some kind of stability on the corners, right? There's no pole on the corner. Why not? Ask yourself that question, right? It's been edited poorly.
I figured out how they altered it when they digitally restored this video. In the original footage, I'm certain that you could see what was happening under the tent. You see, I noticed in the full video, there's an establishing shot where everything can be seen. And I zoomed in and I noticed the tent looked different than it does in a minute. Not only does this look clear as day to me. Suddenly we get a cut in the video where it shows us the entrance of all the Metcalf twins. And when the shot goes back to the tent, you'll see that the tent looks slightly different. Here's a little known fact about me, but my dad had his own tent and awning business for like 30 years. I've been around tent and awnings my entire life, and this right here didn't make sense to me. Not only are the physics of how this tent is set up in this video are completely wrong, you will notice before they digitally enhanced it, they left a couple of frames of the original. Notice how there's like no yellow tent underneath the logo. Up here, we get quite a little bit of yellow space. So I went back and I compared the tent and I realized it was crumpled up the entire time of the video. You see, this part is supposed to go all the way and cover up all of these like bones, as I'm gonna call them. That's not really something that can be fixed after it's put up. Once the part underneath is expanded, then it's pulled tight. You have to make sure that all of this is covered beforehand. And now that you know that, if you look closely, you can see that right about here is where that should be. And again, there was no yellow in that crumpled logo. This part of the tent was all pulled back and then they digitally colored it in. Look, you can see the yellows are different. Look, you can even see that the colors are different. This black is from a tool that darkens something, because you'll notice it's not the same color as the black right here. That's because they extended the canopy so that it covered up more. You have to think about it this way. See how we're seeing the logo almost straight on? And right here, you can see the middle stabilizing pole. Now, everything on the bleachers is going up slightly at an angle, meaning if this is where the other pole is supposed to be, it would not be straight back like this. It would be at an angle probably closer to here, because for the side of that canopy to be completely up and down like that, it would mean that the pole that we can't see on the far side would have to be on a different bleacher from these poles. You'll notice the trim is square shaped, it's box shaped. So none of that would be seen. It would maybe be a very thin line here, but it would go back this way. And now that I've discovered that it has 6 stabilizing poles, you'll see them right here in the middle and right here in the middle. And if you watch the video closely, you will see that here and here, there's going to be like a flap that happens, which had to have been somebody either being thrown, pushed, or hitting one of those stabilizing poles. See right there? And over there. So not only does that mean they digitally covered up what actually happened under this tent, but up here is actually digitally altered too, which now that I say that, I can actually see the coloring difference. Because if this canvas wasn't pulled down tight, then that means there would be slack in between these poles. Like, sorry, it's actually not really hard to see the parts that they added, because look at that color yellow, look at that color yellow. Like, what? No, right? Right? My guess is that the pole actually went about right here, because that's where it seems like the steps and the benches connect. There's a distinctly noticeable, like, the color is off here. Like, literally, as I'm making this video.
Now, do you see the guy run over to the garbage can? Watch this. Now, seemed like he threw something in the garbage can, but the garbage can did not flip over. It did not fall over. Watch this. Look at this. Watch the guy. Now watch this. What is this they're going to pick up off the ground? This looked like a totally different video. Now watch this. This guy right here is going to pick this up off the ground. That's where the garbage can is supposed to be at. Why is the garbage can on the ground? Watch this. Watch this guy right here. Look. When the garbage can fell down. Ain't nobody knocked that. In the other video, ain't nobody knocked that damn garbage can down. Shout out to Scarlett. Yes, Scarlett, thank you.
Garbage popping up. The tent awning, that woman sounded exactly right, because you see when the tent bubbled on the top, it's because somebody maybe hit that middle stabilizing pole. So all of that's been edited out. The discoloration of the tent, all of those things, right? But let's look at what happened under the tent, the actual altercation between Austin and Karmelo and Hunter and whoever else is there, okay? We also going to see Austin, because I was wondering what happened to Austin. I'm like, he must have fell down the bleachers, because you just see everybody wipe out after the altercation and Karmelo pops up out the tent. You just see everybody wipe out. I'm like, but now with some people that's forensic analysts and some people that's internet analysts breaking this down, we're getting to see exactly what happened. Shout out to my guy Freezy, No Captivity with Freezy. He's doing a good breakdown on this as well. So yeah, let's get right into what Freezy's seeing, and let's get into the Austin disappearing or breaking up in the thin air part. Let's get into it.
Now, what you're going to see, I'm going to prove to y'all that it wasn't just a push. It was a punch. Do you see that? How somebody got hit. Right? A bunch of arms right there, a bunch of arms. But I'm finna show y'all how people disappear. Watch this. Now watch this person right here. Watch all this. Watch how this just vanish. Watch how this just vanished right here. Watch this.
From the neck, you just see them.
Do y'all see how this shit just break apart?
It just breaks apart, bro.
Watch. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see how it just, y'all?
I was wondering what happened. I'm like, Austin must have fell, and when he fell, he probably was a big boy. When you fall, you probably fall on people, kind of knocking them out the way. I don't know, kind of like bowling pins. But no, this is chroma key. This is a masking. This is videos being edited and tampered with, man. This is nasty work. Nasty work.
Look at this shit, man. Look how this shit just vanished. Look. How in the hell this person's head go way up here? Look at that. Do y'all see that? This is the actual video. How did that happen? How did it just mash into each other and then vanish right there? Do y'all see that's still a person right there? Do y'all see this is still a person? Do you see that? Do you see it?
No captivity. This is still a person there. How did all of that happen? It's a head up here. This is the person's head up on top by the awning, by the tent, you know, right on the lower flap of the tent, the same flap that the lady said is folded in now all of a sudden. This is a person's head up here now. Okay. How? What's happening? The body. This is a person's body here still. In the mix of the altercation, in the mix of the kerfuffle. That's a person's body. How's it disappeared?
It's still a person. This still a person. This is still a person. This is still a person. Look at what they did. Boom. Where this head at? This is still a person. This is a person. How all of this just vanished? How is this just an empty space?
I tell you why. Because that's a whole bunch of people around Austin, Karmelo, maybe in the fray with everybody else. They said allegedly people went to go running after him. That could explain also why Karmelo's moving with such veracity, and he runs and he damn near jumps down the steps, down there breaking his damn leg, trying to jump off the damn bleachers because he's being chased. All right. Then what was it that kid went to the garbage and did? What did he put in that garbage? Did he put something in there? What? Did someone else have a weapon? Huh? You got to think about these things. Why is the garbage on the floor all of a sudden? And nobody was doing that with the garbage. Why is the garbage on the floor all of a sudden now? Why? The medics has not reached there yet, right? Because we understand that the medics came after Karmelo is being walked out of the whole track meet. When he walks out of the track meet is when the medics walk past him, right? So when Carmelo's walking on the field, back after he ran, he came back from the coach, the staff lady brought him back, right? So why is the garbage on the ground now? It's no one there. No medics ain't reached there. The medics only reach there when Carmelo's completely off the field and getting walked out of the exit. So why is the garbage on the floor is my question to you. Okay, listen now. Like I said, I did a video on this. I have all the footage, the evidences, the photographs, all of these things. I'm just waiting for the transcripts. I've already contacted people down in Texas and I'm waiting for the transcripts. But listen to me now. Remember, I told you that someone ran to that garbage can, right? You see Karmelo on the field walking when you see somebody pick up that garbage can. Rewind the video for yourself. Carmelo's still on the field when someone picks that garbage can up. What is the garbage can on the ground for now, right? The EMTs have not even reached into the field yet. I'm showing you now. This is Karmelo being walked out and the paramedics walking right by him at the same time. Look, see EMT, see medical services coming through. You see them being waved in. You see them walking by Karmelo as he's getting exited out to the vehicle. You see the EMT. They arrive fairly quickly, within minutes. You know, all of this is happening within minutes. So they're there pretty quickly. You know what I mean? Kudos to that. But based on forensic, so you see for yourself, you see for your exact self, right? That there's no reason for that garbage can to be on the ground. The EMTs ain't even coming there to make way or what's going on. Why is the garbage can on the ground? That kid walked and ran to the garbage and pushed it. Looked like he put something in it, if you ask me. And when he went and did that, did the garbage can really fall over? We watched it move, but what made it get to the ground now? What did that? This video was edited, altered, and very poorly at that. Everybody's online having a tiff. We're all arguing. Everybody's beefing about this video. Listen, until we see the undoctored footage, none of us can say anything. All right. Because in court, they said that the footage is 4K quality. But yet when we watched it, it's so grainy. Right. But why in the faraway footage and the other footage of when the entrance way, Austin walking in, all these parts are 4K. You can see it clearly. You can see the hair on Austin legs. You can see the sweat coming off people's heads. You can see each raindrop coming down on that footage. But miraculously, surprisingly, allegedly, when it comes to the actual altercation and the part of the video that's really in question is of what happened under that tent and what happened with Karmelo after the whole altercation, we can't see nothing. It's very grainy and it's very blurry. Again, poles, the corner poles are missing. Again, underneath the tent, you see there's a altercation happening. You could even see a snapback, a head snapback. But it seems like somebody was pushed into one of those stabilizing poles. You see on the top of the tent bubbles up. You see random people mysteriously popping out of nowhere. You see someone run. Soon as the altercation, you think he's running after Karmelo. No, this person's running to the garbage and then runs back. What did they put in the garbage? What? Was there another weapon that somebody else had, allegedly? Maybe the Austin twins, maybe somebody else. What happened? Was a weapon pulled on Karmelo? Who knows what's going on? We see Austin, or what alleged to be Austin, RIP to Austin too. Don't think, listen, those people, those are two young kids to me. And I think both of them is in a bad situation. Got in a bad situation. You know what I mean? Austin never knew putting his hands on Karmelo, it would lead to him losing his life. Karmelo didn't understand that him pulling out that knife, it would have led to him getting 35 years. So I say condolences to his family, even if his father's a racist. So what? That don't mean I'm a racist. I still say condolences to Austin Metcalf's family. RIP to Austin Metcalf, regardless of the fact. But that doesn't take away that I feel for Karmelo Anthony, and my heart goes out to the Anthony family as well. Be it if they was foolish with attorneys, defense, and all type of other stuff that we don't know allegedly is coming out. I don't know. Who feels it knows it. A lot of us have never been in that position to have to get legal defenses for M and all these types of things. You know what I mean? You don't know what to do. You don't know what to choose, who to choose. I get it. Could have been blunders on their parts. Who knows? But who am I to blame? Who am I to blame? This is 2 kids, man. So anybody that's saying Austin deserves to be passed away is absolutely insane to me. He's a kid. What are you talking about? I don't care if he's white, black, green, orange, yellow, Chinese, Asian, Spanish, whatever the hell. I don't care what he is. He's a kid, man. He's a human being. And everybody makes mistakes in life. But the craziest thing is that some people make mistakes that you will end up paying for forever, or sometimes, as in Austin, or for the rest of your life, as in Karmelo Anthony, man. So we're not supporting the unaliving of people, man. We most definitely not supporting the unaliving of our young people, man. They both was in school, didn't get a chance to use these GPAs, didn't get a chance to use all the things that you learned in sports. Maybe you could go on to play some professional athletics, raise a family, have a wife, become something in society. That has been taken from both of them. That's a fact. So I don't champion Austin being unalived, and I don't champion Karmelo getting 35 years. Other people in Collin County and other neighboring counties, as I've been doing case-by-case comparisons, have gotten 10 years probation for doing something similar, and it was actually premeditated. Have gotten 2 years negligent homicide. These are all facts. These are all facts. But it seems like some of those laws and some of those leniencies are not extended to people that look like this. And that's a sad reality, man. That's just a sad reality. I want y'all in the comment section. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel, hit the notification bells, and make sure you subscribe, share this video. Salute to everybody that's showing love. My Cash App, Uda on Go. My PayPal, Uda on Go. Uda on Go on all platforms. That's my channel name on all platforms, just like this. Shout out to No Captivity with Freezy, most definitely. And shout out to Donut POV. Donut POV on YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? For that invisible video. So shout out to Donut POV. I go check them out. And shout out to No Captivity with Freezy for showing us the zoom in of the altercation, the Karmelo head snapback, and Austin or whoever deemed that person or those people to be just breaking up in the thin air, man. Shout out to everybody out here that's doing great work and not just believing in everything, actually doing the forensics, actually combing through this internet, finding the videos that you need to find to see what it is that we need to see and putting it into the air, man. So salute to everybody. Uda, 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 always on go. Nothing but appreciation, nothing but love. Make sure y'all slap the like button. Make sure y'all share this video, man.
All my niggas from the Uda, all my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks, all my niggas turn shooters. On the internet, you ain't been a threat, you been stuck in a computer. All my niggas turn shooters. All my ops turn racks. All my niggas from the Uda, all my niggas turn shooters. All my